Friday, Saturday, June 13 to 14, 2025. Operation Rising Lion begins. Boom. The weekend exploded with massive Israeli airstrikes targeting over 100 top-secret Iranian nuclear and military sites, including locations in Tehran, Isfahan, and Natanz. The skies lit up as Israeli jets roared in, disabling missile systems and underground labs with surgical precision. Wait, it gets deeper. Covert Mossad drones inside Iran were activated minutes before the strikes, jamming radars, shutting down defense systems, and clearing the path for jets to hit hard. This wasn't just a strike, it was a masterclass in military strategy. Iran strikes back, fury unleashed. Iran retaliated fast, launching over 150 ballistic missiles and 100+ drones in a dramatic wave of counterstrikes. Air sirens screamed across Israel, but the Iron Dome held the line, intercepting the majority of the attacks. Around 22 Israelis were injured, but the nation stood strong. What do you think? Are we witnessing the beginning of a full-blown regional war? This isn't just news, it's history in the making. Like, share, and subscribe right now if you want more real-time updates, bold analysis, and no-filter truth from the front lines. Hit that bell icon so you never miss the next update, it's coming fast. Sunday, June 15th. Morning Blitz. Iran unleashed a coordinated strike. Ballistic missiles from Iran and the Houthis in Yemen flew toward central Israel. Cities including Tel Aviv, Bat Yam, Rehovot and Ramat Gan were hit. Tragically, at least 9 people died in Bat Yam, including children, and approximately 200 injured across multiple cities. Research center hit. One missile slammed into the Weizmann Institute in Rehovot, causing structural damage. Israel's retaliation. Israeli jets responded with strikes hitting Tehran, including oil depots and military facilities. Monday, June 16th. Hypersonic shock. Iran upped the ante, firing its first-ever Fateh-1 hypersonic missile at central Israel. Sirens wailed in Tel Aviv. Defense on edge. Israel's Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow systems intercepted most threats, but newer Iranian missiles exposed gaps in coverage. Casualties and displacement. By end of the day, 14 Israelis killed, hundreds injured, and schools and transport shut down, approximately 2,700 evacuated. Target surge. Israel expanded strikes beyond nuclear sites, hit over 250 targets in Tehran, including energy infrastructure, hinting at possible regime change objectives. Tuesday, June 17th. Hypersonic retaliation resume. Iran launched additional hypersonic Fateh-1 barrages. At least 2 waves overnight came toward the center of Israel. IDF strikes back hard. Israeli strikes hit up to 40 missile launchers, centrifuge plants, and weapons factories across Tehran province, including Natanz. Khamenei declares, battle begun. Iran's supreme leader stated this was a full-scale battle, warning of no mercy, and threatening serious consequences if the U.S. joins. Drone sacrificed. Israel lost a drone over Iran, signaling surveillance deep inside enemy territory. Pentagon on alert. Satellite pics show U.S. naval forces repositioning in the Gulf. Washington is considering deeper involvement. Civil panic. Massive evacuations continue in Tehran, foreign embassies pull staff, and underground bunkers emerge across Israeli cities. Technical breakdown and strategy. Iran's missile arsenal includes Shahab, Ahmad, Ghadr-1, Qassem Basir MRBMs, and now hypersonic Fateh-1, able to reach Israel approximately 1,000 kilometers with tremendous penetration speeds. Israel's defense layers. Iron Dome covers short range, David's Sling mid-range, Arrow handles long-range, hypersonic, yet stockpile concerns are rising. Hybrid warfare. Mossad's drone operations inside Iran continued, jamming and destroying missile launchers before airstrikes hit, proving a lethal blend of espionage plus air siege. Leaders and global reactions. Trump demanded Iran's unconditional surrender, backed Israel fully, and hinted at U.S. support, but drew the line on assassinating Khamenei, for now. Khamenei warned of irreparable damage to anyone who intervenes, called for zero mercy. Netanyahu framed strikes as existential defense, targeting not just nukes but regime-linked infrastructure, urging Iranian opposition to rise. World leaders. EU and G7 push for de-escalation. China and Russia express deep concern. Global oil markets jitter on Strait of Hormuz stability. Human and humanitarian toll. Israeli cities. 24 to 14 civilian deaths depending on sources, hundreds injured, thousands evacuated, schools closed. Tehran fallout. 400 plus killed, 650 plus wounded. Universities, infrastructure, and oil facilities damaged, citizens fleeing in droves. The bottom line and what's next. Days 4 to 6 have seen dramatic escalation. Hypersonic missiles, regime infrastructure targeted, foreign militaries pulled in. Risks skyrocketing. U.S. may intervene. Iran could retaliate against U.S. bases. Regional alliances may shift. Global energy shocks looming. On deck. Watch for U.S. defense shipments, Iranian strikes on allied assets, China's or Russia's diplomatic moves, and whether Israel goes deeper into regime weakening. Over to you. Is this the fiercest regional confrontation since the Iraq War? Want a deep dive into the tech behind hypersonics, Israeli Iron Dome capacity, or the global energy fallout? Drop a comment below, smash that like, hit share, and subscribe now for unfiltered, frontline coverage. Next updates dropping fast. Don't miss out.